you really changed my life. Like, seriously, the things I've been able to accomplish and to do, I wouldn't have been able to do without you. So it's great.
Jeff is, well, primarily a dad. I've got a boy and a girl, young children, and a wife. We met through friends. It's kind of one of those things where we were both sort of around the same places for many years, but didn't really know each other. And then finally at a friend's graduation party, we connected and really talked and hit it off. Started dating then, and then I didn't call her for a while, which was my bad. and then we ended up getting married a couple of years later. Most of my time is spent with them, of course, doing lots of playing, lots of hiking. We love to go to the playground. I used to be really into camping when I was a kid. I haven't gone for years now, but I'm really excited to get my kids into camping when they're old enough. I think they're just kind of getting there now. So that's kind of the future for me. I worked at a record label, small independent record label, for 19 years before recruiting. So music's always been really important to me, you know, from my first memories as a kid. It's been my social circle, it's been my profession, it's been, you know, all of my friends and my family know me basically as this guy that works at a record label for a long time. I pretty much did everything there. My main job was licensing, licensed songs to film and TV, video games, commercials, pretty much anything you can think of besides recording and really playing in bands. Now it's different, but I still, you know, kind of hold it close and share it with my family and my kids. And I still go to shows and, you know, obviously know everybody that I used to work with, and I'm still friends with all those bands. So it's really just like my identity.
I love this David Bowie record. Where is it? That's a good one.
I've loved music ever since I was a kid. I do definitely remember like playing all of my dad's old 45s. We'd sit around as a family and do that. Most of them were Beatles and Rolling Stones and that sort of thing, but he was really heavily into Motown as well and old soul. So that was always fun to listen to. And I feel like that really shaped my taste growing up. I think the first concert I went to was probably the Beach Boys at Rosenblatt Stadium with my parents. I think it was probably 4th of July or something like that. And they had fireworks afterwards. But that might have been my first concert. So that's not bad for a first, for sure. Beyond that, I've started getting into kind of the things that were popular in my era, I guess, which would be the early 90s. Like I was getting into grunge and from there, and punk rock. And then I started going to local DIY shows at a dilapidated building downtown. I've been really involved with bands basically since high school.
We have 3 pods that have an account manager that has gone live or is working and training in that role.
So I decided to move on from music because, you know, like I said, I was working at a small company in Omaha, Nebraska. I'd pretty much done everything I could do there. There really wasn't any other place for me to go, and I wasn't an owner. If I wanted to stay in music, there were other opportunities for me, but they were in New York, LA, maybe Nashville, and you know, I just didn't want to move my family down there. We're pretty established here in Omaha. So it seemed like a good time to kind of test out my skills and see if licensing music to TV shows translated to anything else in the world. So ended up trying Atlas out because I had a friend that worked here. It's been great, honestly. It's a lot of the same relationship skills is mainly what I use. A lot of organization, being driven to keep up on things, and knowing your artists, knowing what they want, what their goals are, and how to try to get them to achieve that. It's kind of the same thing as knowing your nurses, where they want to go, what they want to make, what drives them to be a travel nurse, if it's all about traveling, if it's about the money, if they want to go to the beach, if they want to go visit family, all of those sort of things are very similar.
What's it like meeting Jeff for the first time?
Amazing! Jeff is amazing. He has like this calm, cool demeanor that really sits well with me, and he's just so dope. He really, like, you really changed my life. Like, seriously, the things I've been able to accomplish and to do, I wouldn't have been able to do without Jeff. So it's great.
I really get a kick out of knowing the nurses and where they're going and their adventures. It's just nice to have somebody real on the other end of the line that's not just like a one-time customer or something like that. It's somebody that you build something with. So I like seeing them happy, seeing them in a place they want to be, and hopefully have them make the money they need to justify being away from their families in some cases.